It starts about a week before. That quiet, strange, unnamed feeling in your chest. That dread. It's the Sunday scaries, but for your own life. Someone asks, "Oh, your birthday is coming up. Are you excited?" And you have to perform. You have to smile and nod and say, "Yeah, I can't wait." But inside, you are bracing for impact. Because you are one of the quiet ones, the ones who don't feel excited. You are one of the people for whom your birthday has started to feel like a burden. It feels like a test you didn't study for. And then the day itself arrives, and with it, the phone starts. The vibration, the sound of the first "Happy Birthday" text, and then the next, and the next, and every single one feels less like a gift and more like a demand. A demand for your energy, a demand for your gratitude, a demand that you be happy. But you are not happy. You are anxious, or you are sad, or you are just numb. And the guilt that comes with this feeling is the heaviest burden of all.
What is wrong with me? Why can't I just be happy? Why am I so ungrateful? If this is you, if you feel this, I want you to take a deep, slow breath. You are not broken. You are not ungrateful. And you are not alone. So why? Why does this day feel so impossible? It's not one single thing. It is a storm of different pressures. The first is the burden of performance. From the moment you wake up, you are on a stage. Your birthday is a day-long performance of joy. You're the star of a play, and the only role you're allowed to play is the birthday person. And the birthday person is happy. They are grateful. They are celebratory. So when your coworker brings out a small cake and the entire office stops and turns and sings, you are trapped. You have to smile. You have to look slightly embarrassed, but also deeply touched. You have to perform for them. When you open a gift, you have to perform delight. When you receive a text, you have to perform gratitude. And every reply takes a small piece of your energy. For the person who is already tired, a birthday is just more work.
It is a day of emotional labor. You are spending your entire day managing the feelings of other people, making them feel good for remembering you. And by the end of the day, you have performed so much, you are hollow. You have nothing left for yourself. This leads to the second, deeper burden, the burden of expectation. This is the one that truly hurts. Because a birthday is a test. It is a 24-hour test of who loves you. You may not want to admit it. You may tell everyone, "Oh, I don't care about birthdays." But a small, childlike part of you is watching. It's counting. Who will remember on their own? Who will text first? Who won't text at all? This is a wound that almost always starts in childhood. It's the echo of a past disappointment, the memory of a party where no one showed up, the memory of a parent who was too busy to make you feel special, the memory of a gift that made it painfully clear that they didn't know you at all. And so as an adult, you have built a defense against this. The defense is to want nothing. You say, "Please don't get me anything. I don't want a party.
It's just another day." You say this because it is the only way to protect yourself. If you expect nothing, you cannot be disappointed. But here's the trap. You say you want nothing, and then when you get nothing, a part of you still aches. You get what you said you wanted, but not what you secretly needed. You needed to be seen. You needed to be known. You needed for someone to see past your defense and to know, "Oh, they say they don't want anything, but I am going to make them feel loved anyway." When that doesn't happen, you are left with a quiet, lonely disappointment. The third burden is the burden of attention. This is for the quiet ones, the private people. If your natural state is to be in the library, not on the stage, a birthday is a nightmare
Because a birthday is a spotlight and it is pointed directly at you all day long. For the person who thrives in the quiet, this attention is not a gift. It is an interruption. Your phone, which is usually a tool you control, becomes an attacker. It vibrates and buzzes and demands your attention. Every ping is another person pulling at your energy. And then there is the public celebration, the song in the restaurant, the announcement in the office. For the extrovert, this is a moment of connection.
For the introvert, this is an act of exposure. It feels profoundly unsafe. You are not celebrating. You are enduring. You are counting the seconds until the spotlight finally turns off. And this leads to the fourth and perhaps heaviest burden, the burden of reflection. A birthday is not just a day. It is a milestone. It is a marker that says another year has passed. And with that comes the question, am I where I am supposed to be? Your birthday becomes a report card on your life, and you are the only one giving the grade, and you are a harsh grader. You are not the person you thought you would be at this age. You are not in the relationship you dreamed of. You are not in the career you planned. Your life does not look like your friends' lives. And so your birthday becomes a day of comparison, a day of regret, a day of not enough. You are not celebrating your life, you are auditing it. You are measuring the gap between the life you have and the life you wanted. And that is a heavy, heavy weight to carry on a day when you were supposed to just be happy. So if this is you, if you are the one who is performing, if you are the one who is protecting yourself from disappointment, if you are the one who is hiding from the spotlight, I am here to tell you, you are not ungrateful. You are not broken. You are not bad at birthdays. You are a person who feels deeply. You are a person who thinks deeply. You are a person who is probably just tired, and you deserve to take your day back. So what if we reframed this? What if a birthday doesn't have to be a celebration? What if your birthday could just be a day? A day that is yours. This is your permission slip to reclaim your birthday. You are allowed to turn off your phone. You are allowed to not be happy. You are allowed to feel whatever you feel. If you feel sad, you are allowed to be sad. If you feel anxious, you are allowed to be anxious. If you feel nothing, you are allowed to just be. You are allowed to tell people, I am not celebrating my birthday this year. And you are allowed to not feel guilty about it. What if you treated your birthday not as a performance for others, but as a day of deep, quiet, radical self-compassion? What if your only job on that day was to be as kind to yourself as you possibly can? If that means staying in bed, that is what it means. If that means taking a long walk in the woods alone, that is what it means. Your birthday is not a debt you owe to the world. It is not a test of your worth. It is not a report card on your life. It is simply your day, a day to honor that you have survived another year, a day to thank your own tired, beautiful body for carrying you.
It does not have to be a celebration, it just has to be yours.
Thank you for being here, and may your next birthday finally feel like yours.
Subscribe for more.